Okay, surface area of prisms. We've explored the three-dimensional shapes in class using grid paper. So a couple things before we get started that you need to know to be able to find the surface area of prisms. First thing, when I say the word net, that's talking about the area of each face added together. So to find the net of a rectangular prism, you find the area of each little shape or the face. Another thing, the base is in the name of the shape. So pentagonal pyramid, the pyramid has a base of a pentagon. Triangular prism, the base is a triangle. Rectangular prism, you see that this is a rectangular base. So that should help you recognize what the base of each of these are. And the surface area of a solid is the sum of all the areas of all the faces. So it's what's on the surface. You can think about these prisms being very conceited, that they are very concerned with what's on the surface. That's what's important to them, not what's on the inside, but what's on the outside. So prisms for surface area are very conceited, they're very shallow, they're only worried about what's on the surface. So maybe that'll help you remember that surface area is on the outside of the shape. Alright, if you need to pause that and rewind to write those down, go ahead. You need a straight edge. We're going to draw some prisms here, and we're going to talk about how to find surface area using net. So I draw my triangle. You see, it doesn't have to be a ruler. I went down 1, 2, 3 lines here. So from the top, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I will line these up. And when you draw these prisms, you're drawing it one shape at a time. Don't try to look at the whole thing and think, oh man, I have no idea how to draw this. You don't want to quit on that. So I'm drawing in my height. This is 4 inches. My width, or the base of my triangle, is 6 inches. This is 5 inches. 5 inches. Notice these are not squared because they are a distance. It's a distance from here to here. So it's not area, that's just a length. And what you want to do for these is, this is a three-dimensional, right? This is 3D. And it is a triangular prism, and we're going to do a 2D representation. So I'm taking it from my 3D here, and I'm going to make it 2D, or very flat. We're going to unfold it. We're going to imagine that we're unfolding it. So first in your mind, you have to think about, you have a triangle on top here, so that means you have another triangle on the bottom. And you have a face for every side. So here's a face, and then there's a face in the back we can't see. So there's a total of 5 faces. So I'm going to draw just my 3 rectangles right now. So here are my 3 faces. I'm going to label them. Let's look at this one. This one is 5. And we'll call right here 5 inches. How tall is it? You see it's 4 inches. So 4 inches. That's the same here. 5 inches by 4 inches. Now I have my triangles. They're attached to this center one, or this is the side we can't see, and we know that this is 6 inches. And then it has the height of 4. So there's my triangles. And you don't have to draw it perfect. That's just so you can understand that you're finding the area. So the height of my triangle is 4 inches. So I would want to find the area of each one of these. And this is 3D to a 2D representation. Now to find the surface area of this triangle, I have to find the area of, we're going to say A, B, C, D, and E. So that's a side, that's a side. So side A, side E, and side B. Those are all base times height or length times width to find the area. So that would be 4 times 5 equals 20. This one is 6 times 4, and that is 24. Again, we have another 4 times 5, right? Because this one in the front and this one in the front, they are identical. So for these purposes, and until you get used to it, I would suggest writing them each out. So triangle C, triangle C, triangle D, we have 1/2 times 4. The base is 6. So 4 times 6 is 24. 1/2, that gives me 12. It's going to be the same for D. So then to find the surface area of this triangle, I have to add these up. So I have 20 plus 20 plus 24 plus 12 plus 12, 40 plus 24 plus 24, 40 plus 48 equals 88. So then the surface area of this equals 88 inches squared. Now with surface area, it's going to be squared because it's the area of all the small shapes. Okay, so pause the video here. I want you to do page 363, number 1, 3, and 5, and then show Mr. Burns or Mrs. Russell before classwork. And then I will give you your classwork assignment. So that is surface area of prisms. I used a triangular prism. Rewind and go back if you need to. Double check. Make sure you can do these three problems.